Hi, I'm Danny Glover, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Rick, welcome. Great to have your input on this important topic. The news is out that 3D gun printing is now available in the US. What does this mean really?
Well, I think at this stage we're still at the very early stages of this technology. I think what is maybe scary is the advances that we will see very shortly. At this stage, they've already managed to make firearms that are able to fire bullets. So we're already at a situation where if you have the software and the materials, you can start manufacturing a firearm at home. I think as technology advances, in all spheres of life, so this process will advance and these firearms will become more sophisticated. So I think we're just at the beginning phase here. I think there's a lot that's going to come out of this still.
Can someone that has this technology available, criminals come to mind, be able to print this at home?
Well, that's probably the biggest problem, is that if somebody does it at home, it's uncontrolled. There's no control over what they manufacture, how much of it they manufacture. I think, bearing in mind the whole issue of international terrorism, can you imagine if this was freely available on the internet, that it could fall into the wrong hands, which could make our problems with terrorism far bigger than they already are.
Sure. How do you think South Africa should deal with this?
Well, I think at the moment our legislation would cover certain aspects of this. For example, if you were to manufacture a firearm that could discharge a bullet, then you would fall foul of the definition of a firearm, and that would be illegal manufacturing. If you were in possession of it, that would be illegal possession. And obviously, if you were to start manufacturing it and supplying it, that would be illegal supplying. So the Act does cover the basic elements of this type of activity, but I think going forward we might have to review the legislation, bearing in mind that it was drafted in the late 1990s. When we never envisaged this type of technology being available.
The fact that we are now informed that this technology is available, is there a danger in that itself?
Well, the danger, I think, is simply that it can fall into the wrong hands. If you look at the South African legislation, it's aimed at ensuring responsible gun ownership. So there are certain criteria that have to be met. Certain types of criminal records will exclude you from possessing a firearm. If you can print this at home, you circumvent that whole process, you circumvent the checklist.